Riese, one of the most nostalgic maps. The map where pretty much the heart of the zombie storyline is, at least before the apothegons and a bunch of other shit that we really couldn't care less about. Now, the Riese is a classic, ever since the World at War era of the zombies mode. You start on a platform, and the Pack-a-Punch saw your ugly face and decided to close its doors, and the only way it can love your face is by showing how athletic you are. You have to open up the teleporters, one being located, well, you know what, here's a map, you can figure it out. I mean, it would be a lot easier just to simply show and not tell. Once you activate the teleporter before the timer runs out, you get a free drop being whatever it may be, a max ammo, carpenter, nuke, pick your poison. Side note, this map came with its very own meme song that came out a while back. If you are an OG, then you know what I'm on about. If you're not, well, here's a preview of the childhood that you missed.
I'm on the Riese. I'm on the Riese. Everybody look at me, cause I'm pissing on a zombie. I'm on the Riese.
Now, the guns on this map, amazing. At least in Black Ops 1 and World at War, seeing how they are pretty much the same weapons used in both games. You start off with the Kar 98K or whatever it's called. Honestly, I didn't play it yet to overlook the thing, so if I ace that, then gold star for me. You also have the Gewehr, or the Gewehr, or whatever it is you call it. Pretty nice gun, feels nice to shoot, so I definitely recommend that if you decide to buy a starting weapon. You can go on either side to get to the power, but word from the wise, if you decide to do one of the strats I say later in this video, then I would recommend going left if your back is to the Pack-a-Punch. Once you get power on, everything is dandy. You get access to the perks and the traps, and you can chill for the rest of the game shooting zombies. That's it. There is no big major Easter egg that needs completion. Hell, that's what zombies was all about back then. You sit back after a long day at school or work, and you can just come on home and relax trying to improve your skills by killing a load of zombies, and you enjoyed it. It wasn't like today's zombies. For one, the past zombies are a lot more challenging compared to something like Cold War, and if you disagree with that, then go get round 50 on a World at War map, then go ahead and get a round 50 on Cold War, and then tell me otherwise. Now, as I said a moment ago, there are no major Easter eggs, but there is a common one we should all know and love, and that is the fly trap Easter egg. You get a Pack-a-Punch gun and fire at a control panel outside the window on the left side of the route to power, once again, back towards Pack-a-Punch. Once you shoot it, a bunch of green objects will circle around and disappear like some poor soul's father out to get milk. Your next mission is to find and shoot 3 bears. Now, we will not be talking about Black Ops 3's The Giant, especially when we have the better versions here so far. The first spot is in the animal cage in the trench gun room. The next spot, at least in Black Ops 1, is in the furnace in Thompson room. And the final spot is in the building with the broken window. And how can we ever forget about the Easter egg song? Just interact with the green spines in the jars. 2 are next to each other if you're heading to Jug, and the last one is located at the room next to one of the teleporter rooms, called ZB or something like that. Now, there are a bit of secrets, the most notable one being to throw a monkey bomb in the furnace and hear the animal cry and scream, and then Samantha crying about the monkey wanting to play or something. Yeah, I don't know, the bitch is crazy, what can I say? She controls the zombies. Now, the map also has a bit of a glitch, and that right there is the one window glitch that some even use as a bit of a strat before having to open the door to the teleporter room. Without opening the debris of filing cabinets in that room, you could just camp by that window and kill the zombies that will only come to that window. It only works if you are by that window when the round starts. Like I said, once you open the door to the teleporter room or open the file cabinets, the glitch is done and you will have to resort elsewhere. Speaking of the file cabinets, I would just keep that closed for the whole game because you need it closed for the most common strat. Speaking of, let's talk about the strats, shall we? So the first strat I will just push out of the way is the Thompson Moon strat. Like I said, one of the most common strats when you are playing solo. You simply train the zombies in a large circle and use the Wonder Waff on them when they are all closer than a can of sardines. It's quite open and you can use the electric trap when you need to, so have fun, lads. The next strat, as I think you all know, is the catwalk strat. Definitely not something you would do solo, would 100% recommend doing it with at least 2 players or have the whole squad pull up, but you just simply camp there like a sweaty nerd on a multiplayer map. You can also train at spawn, there is quite the room for you to do that. Bit more risky, but manageable if you're up for it. A bit of a challenge for when you are bored. Now, I mentioned the Wonder Waff. It's pretty much the first wonder weapon on zombies if you exclude the ray gun. It shoots a bolt of electricity and kills the zombies who are in a large conga line chasing you. Now, it does have its faults. I mean, just like the thunder gun, you can get a failed shot. Meaning, the moment you shoot the wonder weapon, it has the possibility of not even doing shit, which can pretty much raise the odds of you dying in the game and burying your now very broken controller. Now, as I said in the beginning of the video, the Riese is the heart of the zombie storyline. It holds the foundation of the zombie storyline. This is where Rick Toffin locks Maxis and Samantha in the teleporter, which starts a whole problem that, long story short, would have Samantha control the zombies. But I'm sure most of you know that part of the storyline, and if you don't, then have fun listening to the 6-hour storyline. In the end, the Riese is very nostalgic and brings back a lot of memories of what zombies used to be, and that is why people still love it to this day. That about does it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe to see more in the future. Other than that, have a good day.